Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we got some DayZ going on here. What I'm going to try and do, because this question came up in my Twitch live streams, is how do we get so geared so quickly, or what's the easiest way, or just how do I get stuff if I'm playing alone, because I play in a group, as you can see from some of my videos, and also my live streams. I play with at least 4 people at any given time, and upwards of 6 to 8 people most of the time. So one that's harder to find loot in is when you have a large group because you have to split it up between everybody. But if you're playing by yourself, it's actually easier to find loot if you know how to do it. So the easiest way is if you go to a server with a low population. You see here on the server menu, you have, if you click here, you'll find 1 out of 30 players, whatever it is. So this is the easiest way if you hop into one of these servers. So I'm going to show you on a somewhat populated server. I'm not going to go into a full server, but I'm going to go into one that's about half full. And I'm going to show you kind of how to do it. So let's just go with any one of these. Really, it doesn't matter. We'll go with this one. So I'm going to try and do this in under an hour. I'm going to show you what I can do in an hour, what kind of gear I can get, and so on and so forth. So there's going to be no cut, so I apologize if it's kind of drawn out. And is this... Oh. Okay. So I spawned, I know exactly where I spawned. That's cool. This must be a private server because my other character. So it doesn't matter where you are really when you spawn. You're going to spawn somewhere on the, if the building textures want to load. Well, we'll give this a second. Let's see. Okay. That's weird. I'm getting red chain, but alright, so basically you're going to spawn somewhere on the East Coast, and the easiest way to know kind of where you spawned is check a website with a map, which I'll link in the description. It's DayZ DB, and what you'll do is you'll spawn in. No, I'm still getting that red chain, but that's alright. You'll spawn in somewhere on the coast, and you just gotta kind of look for a marker. If you look on the map, like I know exactly where I am. I forget the town, but I know which way. Oh, I'm already getting shot at, really? Wow. I love those spawn fucking campers. That's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna show you how to get around that, hopefully. If I don't die. If I die, oh well. But, let's see. We might be able to make it around. These guys are probably sitting somewhere up there with a fucking sniper rifle, like douchebags. But that's what people do in DayZ, so let's see. So most people head south, which is not a bad idea. You're going to bump into players, but odds are you're not going to find that much loot. So you have to head north. North is probably the best way to head when you have no gear. So let's see. We're gonna kind of head this way. Normally I'd head right up the coast, but because I was getting shot out, I'm gonna kind of wrap around and run around this guy because odds are he's either with a friend or he's got gear, which he's not going to want to run without a gun out. Me, I don't care. If I die, I'm just going to re-record this entire thing, so it doesn't really matter to me. I'm just going to keep booking it, though, because I know my directionals. I know that way is east, and I need to head up, basically up that hill, but I want to find an easy point. When you're running uphill, you want to look out for kind of these steep hills. You want to try and find the easiest path to go up, because what'll happen is your guy will stop running. Actually, it becomes a problem, so. And just as a little FYI, if you have this flashlight and battery, you could get rid of these because they're not really gonna help you out unless you're in a nighttime server, which is another way to get gear if you really wanted to. If you go into a nighttime server and try and get gear that way, but it's kind of defeats the whole purpose of this game. So I don't recommend it unless you're just trying to get gear to go mess with people. And that's actually, that house right there is actually a really good house for food, which, even though I'm being chased, I'm going to go hit this up anyway. There's these houses that have a really good spawn room for food, which not a lot of people know about. They're normally colored like this. They have a half yellow and half brown wall. So these are normally really good. Is that door open? It doesn't look so like it. So this might actually work out. Even though that guy was shooting at me, he might have forced me into a rather good position. I'm just going to get in here. Oh, there's a fucking zombie. Really? Hopefully he didn't see me. Come on. Come on. Get in the door. I'm not gonna bother with that cap. So I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna take this orange. Actually, I should just take that, but I don't have enough stuff to carry. So that room right there normally has a lot of this loot in it. Actually, what was that right there? I missed. Nah, nothing. All right, another quick pro tip: if you take out your fist by pushing spacebar, you actually run quicker. But going uphill, you run slower if you get to a certain angle. So good in some cases, bad in others. I just hope this guy is not stalking me, which he probably is. He's probably over there going to try and snipe me. But we'll see. Run. Also, if you try... Sometimes, depending on the angle, if you try and run like this diagonally up the hill, sometimes that'll work better. Kind of zigzag. That's another good little tip for getting up a hill quicker. You could also double tap B and get up it a lot quicker. Also, you kind of do this, like, skip thing. Oh, now my guy's, like, stuck, but you'll kind of, like... You see how he's just kind of moving? This is the best way to do it. It's kind of a little bit of a glitch, but hey, if it's in the game, if you're not using it, somebody else is. That's the way I look at it. As long as you're not really affecting gameplay that much other than, you know, getting up this hill quicker, which I can understand why they... Oh, come on. I can understand why they have that the way it is, but, yeah, I like the slow momentum going up the hill. Not a big deal to me, but whatever. Alright, let's move. So let's see, I think I'm at so far about 5 minutes. I'm going to try and do this as quick as possible. My plan is to get food, to get some sort of clothing slash backpack slash whatever I can get, and then also a weapon. So... that's really what I want to show you guys how to get geared up. And the best way, like I said, is to just head north. Unfortunately, I would be riding along the coast, but we got shot at. So let's just go. Let's see what we could do. I'm not going to try and go fight an armed guy. That's for damn sure. That's just suicide. Rule number 1 about DayZ, don't trust anybody. Okay, so here's the first thing I want to show you guys. I think we're somewhat safe. This guy would either have to be right on me or something like that. When you find a stream or a lake, at least right now, there's a glitch where you can kind of just pretty much spam drinking. So if you do that, what'll happen is you'll just keep drinking water. There's no animation. Now, later on in the game, you may actually receive a penalty for this. But you're going to stop when it says your stomach feels completely full and it says hydrated and stop. Now, you're pretty much good. Now, all you need is a little bit of food. But, oh, come on, stop vaulting. Stand up. But, other than that, you're pretty much good. You could run a while. I actually ran to one side of the map just by doing that and getting stuffed and being able to do that without any gear whatsoever. Just ran to one side of the map. So you could do that. And you need to go into first person in order to do that and crouch down. You can't do that if you're standing up, just so you know. You have to actually crouch down and you'll get that motion. And I could have filled up this water bottle, but I didn't want to wait around. It's not a big concern of mine right now because I'll be able to make it to where I want to go without it. Chances are the place that I'm heading hasn't been looted, but there's a small chance that it might have, which will totally fuck over my plan. So I'm hoping that's not the case. But let's keep running. I would speed this up, but like I said, I don't want to leave anything cut out because I want to show you guys the full experience of day 1 in DayZ and what to do and get geared. Another little tip, if you're, you know, there's a lot of people out there that kill on sight. If you're in sight, obviously you're going to be killed. So if you stay in forest and kind of try and navigate your way, at first it's going to be very hard. Even at this point, sometimes I still find myself getting lost without a compass. But if you're on the shore, for the most part, you'll be able to know which way you're heading if you pull up the map on DayZ. But the best way to travel is through the forest, through uncharted territory, basically. You don't want to go down a road because there's a lot of people that travel right down roads because they don't know any other way. But if you can figure out how to travel without going on a road, that's the best way. And it's going to start raining. Also, if you mess with your default character and you change them to green clothing, also another good idea. It just helps camouflage when you're early on and, you know, you don't have any gear to really hide yourself, you know, it's hard to see people that's in all camouflage gear, it really is. So I know I'm still heading in general north because that's east over that way to my direct right. Or at least somewhat it should be. You know, I know I'm heading in kind of the same direction that I want to be heading. It may not be exact, but it is working out. But if you weren't being shot at and there wasn't bandits on the road, I would have just ran along the coastline up into the train tracks that you'll hit at the northern town called Berezino, which was a little bit of ways away from where I was, but it's not too far. Berezino is a good place to loot, which I'm going to try and stop by, see what I can find. Also, the town directly south of that, which I think is called Nizhnoye, if I'm correct, or Nazdino, something like that. Those are the two early towns to loot. A lot of people don't go north, and that's why this is like such an easy thing to get loot and just kind of start gearing up, because I've had fully geared characters for a while now. It's easy for me to gear up, get all army clothes, and you know, all the stuff I need. It's fairly easy, actually. A lot of people think that it's very hard to do, but you don't need to get fully geared in order to go and actually, you know, kill some people. And by kill some people, I mean kill some bandits or get into gunfights with other armed players. Not obviously be that douchebag that shot at me, because that's just asinine. But yeah, so you all you need is a gun and a couple bullets, which I'll show you what you can find, and hopefully we could get a pretty decent setup going. This town to the left of me I would loot, but normally it's cleaned out, and I don't want to stop and waste any time. But you could stop along that town. All the inland towns, sometimes from the shore, will always have loot, because a lot of people just stay along the shore and they head down south. So that's another good tip here. So we're coming up to Nizhnoye, which this town normally has stuff, but I don't know if it's worth. You know what? Screw it. I'm gonna check it. If it works out, it works out. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But let's see how many people. There's not that many people on this server, so unless this guy made it all the way here before me, which I doubt it, because he's probably sitting there camping that spawn area. That's the one thing that sucks in this game is the spawn area is so small in proportion to the map that it's easy for people to just camp the spawn and you know, wait for people to spawn in. There's kind of only like 4 or 5 spawn points, and 4 of them are on the east coast. One's in the middle of the map right now, but it's kind of like a bug, I've heard, so most of the time you'll be spawning on the coast. So if you're coming down these railroad tracks and the road that's over here to the right of the shore, this town right here should be your first stop. That warehouse actually, a lot of times I wind up finding weapons in it, normally guns, which will be very nice. But also, if you look up in that general direction, there's actually a couple of houses. Ooh, wait, there's a rainbow. Oh, there was a rainbow. I don't know. Actually, in that direction, there is a couple of houses that actually spawn some pretty good loot. I would hit those, but that's far north, and I don't want to head all the way up there because it's kind of out of my way right now. It's not that far, but it'll just take time, and I don't feel like doing that. I think I could get what I need out of this if it hasn't already been looted. I just want to get in and get out. There's 2 houses in here that I want to hit. For the most part, these smaller houses don't have enough loot to make it worth it, especially right now for me to stop. I'm just trucking dirt, trying to get to a safe spot. So, let's see. Alright, let's go. Let's just book it. Fuck you, zombies. See, I hate rolling by myself because, like, at any point somebody could just come around and, like, kill me. If they really wanted to be a jackass. Alright, this house normally has something. Yep, see, like, it's got a backpack. Come on. Sometimes it's glitched and you have to... Come on. Come on. No, that's not what I want to do. Take that. Okay. So backpack, that's good. That'll help. Let's just get in here. There's another backpack there. There's some shades. Take those. Normally there's other stuff. Nope. Okay. This room also has normally something. Head torch and an apple. I'll take that. While fruit doesn't give you that much stuff, anything will help in the beginning. Oh, damn it, come on. Okay, so now I'm just bucking it. That really, and there's another house, but I'll show you that house when we get to the next town. That's good for loot. I'll show you the same kind of house. But this warehouse also. These warehouses always have a good chance of spawning guns. And what do you know? A blaze. Look at that. Also, if you run through these with tab open, which this may actually be a separate video that I'm going to upload, is showing you the areas where you do this. But if you run through here with tab... Oh, shit. Yo, yo, yo. I'm friendly, friendly.
Hello.
What's up, bro? I'm friendly.
Hey, can you kill me? I'm trying to get a better spawn.
I don't have any bullets. I just literally got this
My
gun.
brain's out right now. Do it.
I have no ammo. I'll talk to you later, bro. Yeah, some people want better.
Hey.
I can't, bro.
Hey.
This guy's probably gonna try and kill me.
Kill me.
Just get attacked by the zombies, bro.
Kill me. Hey. Yo. Go.
This guy is going to be annoying.
Kill me, god damn it. I'm gonna punch you. I'm gonna punch you.
Just gonna leave
Hey,
him.
motherfucker.
This is another trick to running really quick. His name's Buddha. If you crouch like this, or look down with your fists out, you run really quick. He's eventually gonna pass out from bleeding. I just don't want him chasing me though. That's a problem because if I'm running through here. Come on, bro. Just go die from zombies.
Kill me.
I don't have ammo.
Let him beat me to death. I don't care.
Alright, hold on. Here, stop. You ready?
Brawl it out.
No, don't punch me! Ow, really? Thanks a lot, bro.
Thanks, bro.
Son of a bitch. That'll happen to you.
I just punched this guy to death like twice.
Now, it's time to go get all my shit back.
Aye.
There you go.
I mean, yeah. Thanks.
Take all my shit back. Thanks, buddy. What a douchebag, man. I tell you. People are just straight assholes. Oh, anyway. So, where were we? That is DayZ for you. That is DayZ. I try and help the guy out, and what does he do? He just straight tries and be a dick. Can I, oh, these are my pants. I don't need his shoes. I don't need that. I don't need that. I'll take those off. I don't need those. I'll put those on. There we go. I got my food back. Thanks. Cool. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, is, on the coast, you may run into people, obviously. I tried to help that guy out, and he was a douchebag. So, we're just gonna keep running. See, I would loot Berezino, but a lot of the times, which, by the way, right to the left is Berezino, and you could tell by that construction site there and that crane that you know is Berezino, the entrance to Berezino, pretty much. And I would go up there, but 9 times out of 10, there's some idiot sitting up there shooting people on sight. So it's not worth it. And I don't suggest any new players to do that, because you're going to basically sit there and try and get gear, and you're just going to get shot at, because that's what people do, especially if you're playing by yourself. So if you're new, just keep going the way I'm going. Just keep heading up north. Does get to be a little bit of a a hike, but you know, within an hour you'll have some gear. As you can see, I already got a gun, I already got a backpack, but I want to get some ammo, and I want to at least find maybe a nice melee weapon. Which, don't get me wrong, you can find all that in Berezino. This way is so much quicker though, and so much safer if you're not used to fighting other players yet. Especially if this was a more packed server. I mean, we got about 15 people on here, give or take, so it's not really that pop, but if you had a big pop on your server, you just want to kind of do what I'm doing. A lot of times the place I'm heading hasn't been looted, and it's fairly decent. So just always keep an eye out for other players that may be along the coast. Some other people do the same thing, so that's why I'm just kind of making sure. And just so you know, in a fist fight, if you deliver 2 punches directly to their head, people pass out, and that'll make you able to loot them. That's kind of what just happened to that guy. Is I punched him in the head. I was able to get his gear, and that's that one. Fortunately, right here, I have to come a little bit closer to town, which isn't a big deal, but you never know. I might start getting sniped at. But we're about at the halfway marker for how far we gotta travel, so that's pretty good. And as you can see, my hydration is still there, and my hunger is still yellow, and it'll go into an orange, I guarantee, by the time I get there. As you run, you burn what's essentially your energy, which essentially is your hunger and your hydration. So if you're already low on that and you're running, you're going to wind up burning more of that. It's essentially the same thing in real life. You're going to burn calories, which will then, you know, you need to replenish your energy by eating and drinking. So that's pretty much what you got to do in here. These warehouses sometimes have some stuff. Sometimes it's nothing major. Sewing kit is useful. I'll take that just because they're pretty decent now to have. You can mend some clothes if you get shot at, which the clothes I have on now won't protect me from squat, but when you do get some pretty decent gear, just looking, because sometimes there is ammo sitting there on the ground. Just want to make sure that guy's not following me. No, he's not. Oh, cat. You always want to try and get clothes too. If you can find clothes, take whatever you can get. Obviously, the brighter colors you have, the easier it'll be for people to spot you, which is a bad thing, yes. But sometimes if that's all you can find, then you just got to make do with it for right now. But let's keep going. So far, not so bad. Just gotta keep legging it. And this is the easiest way to navigate too, by the way, if you don't have a compass and you don't know the map. Like I said, if you traveled through the inside of the map, like inland, it's a lot harder to navigate because you could get turned around very easily if you're not familiar with the areas. So this is the easiest way because you just keep the coast on your right hand side and you're heading the way you need to. And see, like, this is perfect. This house hasn't been looted yet. Go back in. These houses, these red houses, are so good for loot. There's nothing there. Pair of shoes, I don't need those. Oh. Yeah, I know you feel hungry. Really? There's not. Oh, there's a can of spray paint. That really does not help me right now. Rotten fruit. Sometimes things spawn behind there. Gotta check. You gotta pretty much check everywhere. And there could have been areas where I didn't check that there could have been loot right there too. And actually, I'm gonna go through and check these real quick. Construction helmet. Even though it's bright yellow, it protects you from damage. That's a battery. Take this hacksaw. The hacksaw is well, it's not really a melee weapon. It will help you to saw off a shotgun, which will be pretty good sidearm. All right, so what you have over here is to the right is the boat. A lot of people go to the boat for whatever reason. I would say stay away from it because there's normally snipers sitting up on the hills. And if you go over there, especially unarmed and not familiar with it, you're going to get sniped. Best thing to do is get in this tree line over here to the left and just kind of keep running. And you'll get to the next town the best and safest way. Now, remind you, I know there's might be a lot of veteran players might be watching this video. If you're veteran, you already know how to gear up and whatnot. But for all the people that haven't, played DayZ and are familiar with it, this is one of the best ways to gear up quickly and by yourself, no less. If you had friends, they normally will help you out and give you a bunch of gear, and it normally is not a big deal. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep bucking it through this tree line. You just want to kind of keep the railroad tracks, which are right there, in sight, and you'll know you're heading the right way. And as long as the coast is still on your right-hand side, you're pretty much going the right way. The boat does have some gear that spawns. Sometimes you can find guns. You have to go all the way up to the bridge, all the way up on top of the boat. But for the odds that it's being there and it hasn't been looted, it's not really worth it. It's not a guaranteed spawn. So. And these guns, the Blaze Rifle, the Double Barrel Shotgun, and the Mosin, and the Magnum are the best guns I feel to get in the beginning because they don't require a magazine to be loaded. While the M4 and the FNX can both be loaded without a magazine, you can only load one round at a time. While these only fire one round at a time, the Blaze has a double barrel, so you could shoot twice without having to reload it. And the Mosin has 5 shots, which it's a bolt action, but you can shoot 5 times. Oop, getting a little red chain here, but that should be alright. We're just going to keep trucking along. So, you want to stay off the road and the train tracks. It's harder for people to spot you over there. Like over in the bushes. I mean, I have a freaking bright yellow hat on, but whatever. It'll protect you from fights like that. That I just had to endure earlier. If I had this on, it would have been a lot harder for that guy to knock me out. Alright, so you come up to this airplane crash site right here, or this helicopter crash site, and this is another swamp you could drink out of, and like I said, you may not, eventually this may cause you to get sick, but for right now, it doesn't. You just gotta find a spot. There we go. Okay, once you're stuffed, move out. Oh, come on. I hate when I hit V by accident. Alright. Just gonna keep booking it. So, the coast is still on my right-hand side. The train tracks are still there. That's how you know you're heading in the right direction. The train tracks actually cross over right there, and the road's here. So, what you want to quickly do is when you come to this intersection, you want to quickly jolt across right here. And just keep going. Now I'm gonna get off these train tracks once I get right over this hill, but normally there's snipers over there, so I just want to kind of leg it as quick as possible. Alright, and you could start veering over here into this left side. This is the best way to go because if there are snipers sitting over there, it's gonna be a lot harder for them to hit you in the middle of these trees. The best maneuver, especially if you're like me right now, I have a gun, which I'm a target, because anybody that has a gun is like a bigger target than people without for some reason. They just, or kind of, you get what I'm saying. If you have a gun, you're a big target, because people are thinking, oh, that guy's gonna kill me, so you just have to, like, book it as fast as you can. And if you're running, you're really hard to hit, believe it or not. If you're just cruising right along, it's insanely hard to hit somebody unless they unload like an entire clip like of an M4 at you. Even though it only takes like 2 or 3 shots to die in this game, it's extremely hard to hit a moving target. If you add strafing like this, really hard. So they either have to be an incredible sniper or just get really lucky to hit you. So just keep running. And you can see ocean on my right, train track's still there. The easiest way to navigate. And we're going to be coming up to this far town. It's called Sven something. I call it Sven. I think it's called Svetlana or something, or something like that. It starts with a SV, that's all I know. But it is by far one of the best towns to loot out. Alright, so what I'd like to do is actually find some sort of melee tool, preferably an axe. Axes are the best melee tools to have, either a fire axe or a splitting axe. Fire axe is the best. If I can find one of those, that'll be awesome. If not, I'll take a splitting axe. It's just as good. Pretty much, it takes 2 shots to kill a zombie, where the fire axe only takes 1. Zombies really aren't even a problem. Oh, I can actually open this with this if I need to. You can use the hacksaw. You can use pretty much anything. If you can think of it in your brain that you could use it to open a can of food, then you could probably use it, with the exception of the guns. You can't shoot a can open, but you can cut a can open. You could use a screwdriver. You could use the fire axe. The can opener is the best because you don't get any loss from your food, but if you use like something like this, I'll probably only get like 70% out of the can, which, hey, if you need food and you don't have any other way of getting it, that's, you do what you gotta do. It's the zombie apocalypse, right? So I'm just legging it. Now, when I get to this town, I have no idea if it's been looted or not. I'm gonna guess that it hasn't been, being that there's not that many people on the server, but there's a good chance. And I just want to get in there, get out, and you know, move on. The good thing about being up here is you're actually going to be up north of the airfield, which, if you're familiar with DayZ or watching any videos, normally the airfields carry a lot of military loot, which that would be the next place you would hit after you hit this town, if you're feeling confident enough and you have ammo and gear to go there. If not, your best bet is probably heading back down south to Berzino and the other town that's just directly west from the airfield. I think it's called Kraz. It's something with a KR. I'll put it in on the screen. But yeah, you pretty much just keep running, and you know, still the train tracks over there. I'm gonna be coming up to the town. You can see it here. Now, when you're in a town by yourself, especially one that you're not, you know, not so sure if anybody's been here, you want to move quick and fast and get things the fastest way you can. A good sign, if nobody's been here yet, is going to be zombies. If I see zombies, then I know I'm good to go. Fortunately, I don't really have any way to fight them except for my fists, which you can do if you need to. You can knock them out the same way you can knock out players, but you need to be very, very quick. So I'm just gonna kind of charge right in here. Make sure you're always scanning around. Okay, that door's closed. Odds are this door, this is gonna be a good place to loot. So first, I hit up this place all the time because these houses, like I said, have the best loot in them normally. Another pair of sunglasses. I don't need those. Backpack. Another sewing kit. Rotten fruit. Okay, there's nothing in that back room usually. Okay. This area right in there also has a lot of loot inside that building, but I'm not gonna hit that. I'm gonna go directly to the main building that I know of. That's a frickin' zombie. Great. Whatever. Come on, bring it, bro. Okay, just looking around. If the doors are shut, normally that's a good indication that nobody's been in here. Just always make sure you're keeping eyes out though, because, you know, there might be one soul walking around here with ammo where I don't have ammo. Alright, so this is a unique building for this this town. That's in the standalone, that's not in the mod. This building right here with these police cars out front. And I don't know why the textures are not loading. Come on. Something's up with the server. Come on. Don't do this to me, I just ran all the way here. Maybe I could just glitch through. Oh, yeah, whoa, okay. Well, I guess I really did glitch through. The doors are open though. Okay. Son of a bitch. Run. Okay. So, whoa, I'm glitching all over the place. So even though this baseball bat's not going to do much, Oh, wow. That's weird. Normally that doesn't happen. Normally it takes more than one hit, but okay. So these doors are already open, which is not a good sign. Because that means somebody probably already came through here. Normally this house will have a lot of gear. Or this building, but oh man, I think it's been looted. Which sucks. Yeah, somebody's already been through here. Shoot. Well, they did leave around 2 drinks, which, hey, I'll take. Stand up. Take. Damn. Normally there's guns in this room. That sucks. Oh, matchbox. Don't need that. Wow, they really did fucking loot this too. Damn. I'm just gonna do a quick scan. That's odd though that this one single building has already been looted. Unless they're closing all the doors behind them. That's the only thing I can think. A lot of people do that. That's a really good strategy too, to close the front doors. Because then it makes it look like nobody's been through here. So, whatever. I'm gonna go and loot the rest of these. Oh, that door's open. Alright, some of these doors haven't been open. Whatever, I'm gonna go into these. That one can't go into. This one I can. All these little like attached houses are really good for finding stuff. Okay, and I'm gonna tear this into rags. You always tear your shirt into rags. It'll help. This has 3 spots, even though it's, you know, big and puffy. Hey, it works. Down here normally there's something. There's a hammer. Put away the bat. I don't need the bat right now. Do need to find some ammo. Stone. Stones aren't used yet in the game. There's another drink though. I'll take that. Another drink. Drinks galore, but I need food too. Oh. Excellent, a water bottle. Refillable? I mean, I already have a canteen, but hey, water bottle will also help. Perfect. Rounds. Exactly what I needed for the blaze. Empty those and load up. Alright. So now we got ammo. Okay? Oh, why is my guy not putting away? Okay. Spray paint. You can only spray paint the Mosin and the M4 right now, so I don't really need that. So far so good. Found ammo, which is the purpose. Found some clothes. I think we got another 20 minutes left. So as long as I don't die, I think this is going to be rather successful. But that's the thing, is dying. Portable gas lamp, useless unless you're going on to nighttime servers. Oh, this door is also open. Just because doors are open, though, doesn't mean that... Oh, splitting axe. Let me just check up here, though. Just in case. Don't need the beanie. Feel like I'm getting... Ooh, perfect. Motorbike helmet. Way better. Oh, nice. A first aid kit. Oh, somebody was definitely up here. You don't normally find blood bags like that. Alright. So let's just quickly eat what we got here real quick, just to kind of get our hunger. So, easy way to eat something. Put it in your hand. Spam F. Alright, what that does is it basically glitches it out, and it makes you eat it quicker. Well, yeah, it is a glitch, but hey, it definitely makes you eat it. Especially if it's something that has like 10 uses, like rice or powdered milk. Just make sure that this isn't there. Oh, also you gotta check fruit. Even though you'll be able to see it visually, if it says that it's rotten, you don't want to eat it. It'll make you sick. I could get rid of this hat. I don't need that. Okay, combine my rags. That. Okay. So first aid kit was a nice find, and what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna put my ammo up here in my jacket. It's easier for me to get to if I need to reload in a gunfight. And I'm gonna go down and grab that axe. Oh, just got a message on something. Pull out the damn gun, come on. I hate when my guy does this. Pull out the gun. There we go. Fire axe. Oh, there's some SKS rounds. Take those. Come on, take those. Even though I don't have an SKS, might as well take the rounds. You never know when you might find it, and you never know when you might need it. Okay. This house over here is really, really good for loot and food. This orange one. All these houses are pretty much really good, but this one is one of the best. If I could get in the damn door. There's a weapon cleaning kit and some shoes there. Now they have this little front door right here. What are you doing? Another baseball bat. I don't need that. A lot of people don't realize this staircase right here. Find so much crap up here. Badly damaged. Damaged. I'll keep the badly damaged. Or I'll keep the damaged. Go up here. Always check around staircases too as you're going up. I don't think anybody's left in here, but you never know. Pristine hiking boots. Sweet. I'll take those. Okay. That door, this door opens right here. Another can of food. Nice. Ooh, gray hoodie. I'll take that over this. Let me just take my rounds. If you double click everything, by the way, that's on the left hand side in the vicinity, it'll just automatically put it right into your stuff. So I'm gonna open this. Come on, open this. Okay. Perfect. All gone. Pristine. Pristine. Badly damaged, that's right. So sewing kit, what you could do is essentially you could drag it onto your gear and repair it, but you can only do it on clothes. You can't do it on like vests or backpacks. So just as a little pro tip. Alright, so just be careful going downstairs. If you need to and you're not so sure, hold shift while you're going down, because sometimes you may fall and break your leg, and that'll be a very bad thing. Also, it makes you quieter. Can never be too cautious. Alright. So I'm gonna hop over here. Come on, go in. You gotta look all around. Sometimes under the tables too there will be stuff. Just gotta look. Another one of these. These are really good houses too, these corner cafes. Purple backpack, don't really need that. It's always good to check what's inside of it, but I doubt there's anything inside that one. because sometimes people will swap out their backpack and leave gear behind. Huh, that's weird. Oh wait, there's a screwdriver. I think that's the second best thing to open food with is the screwdriver, so that's a good find. Portable gas stove, nothing in that corner. Rotten fruit in that corner. Whoa, oh, wow. I just glitched down. I'm lucky I didn't break my leg. Burlap sack, don't need that. You could use that to actually make a makeshift backpack. It's a rotten kiwi. I wasn't done searching upstairs, if you don't mind. Hey, you gotta be careful. Sometimes these houses are glitchy, so just gotta crouch walk. More rotten kiwi. It's also always good when you're up high. Try and just scout out, especially if you're not sure. Like me, I'm paranoid when I play this game, so I'm always looking around. In third person, you can kind of do this little cheeky poke through. Hey, it's in the game. I'm using it. That's my method. Okay. Let's see. Oh god, don't vault. That's the worst thing you can freaking do is vault. So, there's a couple more houses over here. But, I mean, all in all, this is pretty much what you do. You check all these houses. If you find stuff, that's awesome. You know, you just gotta kind of look around. You may not find anything. Hey, you might come here and it might already be looted, but this is, one of the best ways I find. This is how me and my friends all gear up. Raincoats are going to be useful, so almost taking that and sticking it in your inventory may be useful, but right now the rain doesn't do anything. It will, though. So this may change a little bit. Of course, that water glitch may be fixed, or it may actually make you sick. Keep that in mind. Just always make sure you're looking out, you know. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys how to get to the northwest airfield, or northeast airfield from here, real quick. Easy way. I'm not going to go there because that'll be another video, probably. But, oh, these are another good building right here. Actually, I'm going to check this. Firewood, spray paint, black boots, I'm good on those. Could use new pants, but I'm good on all that. Do need food. I don't have enough food, so I'm gonna hit up a couple more houses on my way out of town. Hopefully I'll find something. Oh, actually, let me screw it. It may be risky, but I'm gonna go for it anyway. Check on one other building. Did I already come through here? Yeah, I already did come through here. There's one other building over here that's unique to this town, which has probably already been looted, but we're gonna go check it anyway. How full is this server? Alright, we should be alright. Alright, run. Oop, another one of these. You may find food in here. And you just want to basically eat everything you find. Don't leave any food in your inventory if you can eat it. Oop, powdered milk. Perfect. It's not a lot, but hey, it'll help. Machete, don't need that. Machetes right now aren't really that good. Oop, another can of food. Nice. These houses are like one of the best for finding stuff. I love them. Okay. And yeah, there's a bunch of more houses that I could be hitting, but that's not the point of this video. I'm just kind of giving you the rundown. All these houses, pretty much every house in here will spawn loot. Almost all of them, except for like one like that. Those don't spawn loot yet. All right, this is the makeshift hospital that's already been looted. They might have left some stuff around, so I'm just gonna quickly give it a look through. Another med kit. That one's in pristine, but hey, I don't need that right now. Green raincoat. Nah. I'll keep my hoodie for right now. Alright, so this one's already been looted. So, the way you head to northeast airfield from here, you want to go basically west. And west is in this direction. So, if you remember how to get to the cop shop, basically you run straight through town, past the church, the way we came in. And you're going to pass this cop shop here. Oh, and also, those little fruit stands, those right there, those are really good for finding some food also. There's normally some food in there, but the powdered milk will do for right now. That's already been looted. Alright, so you're basically going to come up this way. And like I said, you do want to kind of find more food and stuff. I would have looted every house there, but that'll take me a little bit longer than the time that I'm giving myself, so I'm just going to kind of run up here. And, alright, now that we're out of the town, odds are, at this rate, if I get in a gunfight right now, it's going to be with the sniper, and the sniper's going to take me out anyway. So the best bet is to be quick. Don't be running with your gun out, because it makes you move slower. I'm just going to hit up this gas station real quick. Shotgun rounds, I'll take them. Just gonna run. So the northeast airfield is. Oh, there's a zombie. So that's good. That means nobody's been through here yet. Yeah, and this hill sucks for getting up. So I'm just gonna move this over to my hotbar. Where did he go? Did he disappear? What the hell? Alright, anyway, but you're going to run up this hill, and if you look in the distance, you see that radio tower right there? You're going to put your cursor in about a 45-degree angle, and you're just going to run up that way. And that's how you get to the airfield. Let's just run up here. Always keep an eye out for people, because if you spot them before they spot you, you have a good chance of getting out of their line of sight. Unfortunately, if they're sitting up in this tree line just kind of looking at you, you're as good as dead anyway, but you're just going to keep moving. Do be careful, though, going to the airfield, especially for your first time. It is a hot spot. A lot of people go there, especially this one because it's easy to get to and not that difficult. And the way we're heading, a lot of snipers sit in this general direction, so a good way to go is you go a little bit back towards that radio tower, and then you're going to come out a little bit on top of them. Me, I'm heading directly there, because YOLO swag, and if I die, oh well, I don't really care. But yeah, you see the radio tower's right over there. I can't really see, yeah, it's right there. So basically, I'm going to follow this until I'm going to get to this little hill right here. Oh, another pro tip, especially if you're coming up to a hot zone like this, you want to crouch and run. Unless you're being shot at, then you want to full out sprint. But what'll happen is if you full out sprint, your aim's off because you're all shaky, you know, you're out of breath, you're trying to regain your breath, and your gun's going to be going all over the place, your cursor. So what you want to try to do is try to slow it down a little bit, sometimes even just stop for a moment. Kind of get your breath. You're going to hear the guy breathing. You know, if his breath is, if he's like panting, then you know that your aim's not going to be that good. So because this is a hot zone, I'm taking out my gun. Alright, and we're just kind of move up. The Blaze is probably one of the best rifles right now other than the Mosin, because it's very accurate. It's got 2 shots that you can unload quickly. And the crosshairs, even though it can't get a scope, the crosshairs are rather good. So, because if you look at it, that red dot, I mean, it's pretty much on point. Alright, so Now that I have my gun out, I will run a bit slower, but you could hear the guy panting, you know, he's like, you know, so. So I could have done a bit more had I not, you know, had to fight that dude earlier. I think I might have actually been able to loot a couple more houses, show you guys a couple more things, but you get the gist. That town is probably one of the best towns for getting gear early on, especially looking at the places that I looked along the way. Let's see. I'm getting red chain, so this isn't too good. Red chain means that you're desynced or you're lagging, which trying to fight somebody while you're lagging is not the best. So what I want to do is I want to just listen for gunshots. So there's the barracks from here. Normally a lot of people sit right up here in this tree line. Odds are I'm going to run into somebody, so I don't even care. So there's the airfield right there. There she is. You always want to watch out. People sit right in that building with a sniper. They will take you out quicker than you'll ever see them, especially if you don't have a scope. So, yeah. Alright guys, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think in the comments below. If you have any suggestions also to give to new players, put it down in the comments also, because this is a community thing. You know, obviously there's other tips that I left out. I know for sure I left stuff out on purpose though, because that's part of the game. I'm not going to show you everything. My last bit of advice, you want to log off in these kind of trees if you are able to, because one, when you log off now, there is a delay in the log off, so you'll sit in game for about 30 seconds, just kind of sit in proning, all that stuff. If you're in a tree, it's a lot harder for people to see you. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed. I will see you guys later, and like I said, leave your feedback, suggestions, tips for newbies in the comments, and also the #1 rule: never trust anybody in this game because they will try and kill you. Just keep that in mind, guys. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.